Well, hello, all you beautiful people out there in Minecraft land. How are you today? I am fantastic. Thanks for asking. Today, we have some exciting things to do. But before we do those, we have to take care of some business over here on this project board. That's right, I even made a little note for myself on this sign to update the project board. So, what's on the project board? Well, a bunch of things that we did last episode. For example, Nether portal. Well, don't need that anymore. Did that. You know what, I could probably make this faster with an axe. Spider eyes. Yeah, we got those too. Don't need that anymore. Brown mushrooms we still need. Dragon fight we still need. Brewing we still need. Gunpowder, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I guess it was just those two. So, I'm going to just put empty signs here for now and then come up with other things in the future for us to do. But today, not super smelter. This right here, mob farm. I got thinking about it and I think I really don't need a full-on mob farm that is a mob farm capable of producing material like rotten flesh from zombies and string from spiders and gunpowder. Well, I do need gunpowder from creepers. Really, if I had a gunpowder farm, just like a single creeper farm, I think that would suffice. Because that's really the main thing that I wanted to grab was basically gunpowder from a mob farm. All that other stuff I can really get somewhere else. Like the bones, I mean, at some point it might be nice to have a skeleton farm of some sort because bones and bone blocks are, you know, not the easiest thing to come by. Although, that said, if I do just kind of fly around the nether a little bit at some point in the future, I could probably collect all the bone blocks I need. And that's really the whole reason I wanted bones at all. In terms of bone meal, well, I have that little thing behind me way over here. And I just dump random stuff into this this chest up top, and it provides me with enough bone meal. I mean, I don't use a whole lot of bone meal, but when I need it, it's there for me. That might change in the future, especially if I want to build a bigger farm, like a tree farm or something like that. But again, nothing necessary. So the bottom line is, I'm going to build a creeper-only mob farm. That, I think, is what I'm going to build today. And so I spent some time this week designing a creeper farm in creative mode. And I built myself a... Sorry, I'm going to drown if I'm not careful. This is why you shouldn't run in third person like this. Let's see if I can get over here. So, as I was saying, I designed myself a creeper farm in creative mode, and I have the design all queued up and ready to build right here in this big open and empty space. And I actually have a few friends sitting over here waiting for that design as well, because this creeper farm is going to use kitty cats to scare the creepers. It's not a hyper-efficient farm, at least not at this point. It is expandable in the future. But today, I just want to get a basic creeper farm up, and that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully, this week, I remember to press record, and if I did, then let's hit that time lapse. I am almost finished building this tower, and I'm on the actual level that's going to be the spawning platform for the creepers, but I wanted to show you just how easy it is to work with cats. All you basically have to do is unsit the cats, and then they'll just kind of follow you anywhere you want. And even if they fall like that, they just teleport back like that. You see, it's actually pretty much a perfect scenario, and they don't take any damage, of course. So let me show you. I'm going to move this cat around over to this spot right about here. So where are you, kitty? All you got to do is kind of wait for the cat to teleport back to you. There it is. And then you sit it down close to where you want it, and then you just kind of nudge, 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 nudge. And eventually, boop, there it is, sitting right where you want it. I don't think I really need to do anything to lock these cats in place. They're sitting, they're just gonna kind of stay there. So that's it. Now I'm gonna get back to building. And there you have it. My creeper tower has been constructed. So, as you may or may not have seen in the time lapse, I hope you saw it, this thing only has one spawning platform level. But this right here, which is the roof, which is, I guess, 3 blocks above the actual spawning platform, could very easily become another spawning platform. All I'd have to do is basically, remove these sort of, what do you call these things? I know there's a name for these things, I just can't think of them. You remove these decorative blocks on the top of the tower, and then you basically just make the tower 3 more blocks higher, or as many blocks higher as you want, adding platforms every 3 blocks. And I might do that at some point if I find that the rates of this thing are not what they could be. But in the short term, I need to build an AFK platform. And that's what I'm going to have to do. But it is going to be way, way up in the sky, right above this block right here. So it's got to be way up there somewhere, because I want to make sure that when I am using this farm, only the farm itself is basically within the despawn range of mobs, so that when creepers spawn, or only creepers can spawn, or only mobs can spawn inside this farm, and because I put the trapdoors on the ceiling, that means only creepers will be able to spawn, and yeah, so good things. But I do need to put that spawning? No, not even. AFK platform way up in the sky, and I'm going to do that in kind of a cool way. So follow me on this journey while I do that. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I am building this in the middle of some water. And in fact, I think I'm going to go way over here, kind of around behind the farm, just because, when I'm looking at this farm from a distance, if I can not see the AFK platform or pillar, that would be best. All right, now that I'm up here, I need to be very careful about how I do this. I think I'm going to kind of go this way a little bit. Not too far this way, I don't think. Somewhere around here, maybe. Let's see, if I open up my coordinates, I should be able to see. Let's see. So this is the Z direction, and I need to be at 677 in the X, which would be over here, right? Yeah. Let's just make sure. Yep. So 3, and then let's see, 3 more. Yes, I'm holding down shift because I don't really want to fall to my death. 3. Okay, 677 and 937. So I've got a little bit of a ways to go here. 937, 677, 937, and I'm at 189. Why am I at 189? Oh, because I used a little bit of glass to get out of the water, which means I'm on completely the wrong level. Well, that kind of sucks. That's actually not so bad, though, because I can just pillar up a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or something like that. 195 is probably fine. Wait, what did I say? No, I said 192, didn't I? So yeah, let's go down. There we go. I want this to be pretty much as exact as possible, because if I don't end up exactly in the right place, I'm going to be unloading creepers as they fall. Like, they literally could fall to 1 pixel too far and then despawn. In fact, I'm going to go down 1 more there. So I'm actually loading a tiny bit of the ground. That's okay, because I have the ground all lit up where I need it to be lit up. You know what? I'm going to make this platform a little bit bigger so that I don't accidentally fall to my demise every time I AFK. Something like that. In fact, maybe I'll go 5. There we go. I now have a 5x5 platform. And I do need to cover this thing as well, because I don't want to be attacked by phantoms if I AFK here late overnight. So let's do that. And I think if I just put glass over my head, that's probably sufficient. Something like that. And then no mobs can actually get me. You're probably saying to yourself, yeah, but you have no elytra or anything like that, so how are you going to get up here when you need to? And the answer is water elevator, as I mentioned. So I'm going to take this water bucket and very carefully place it right there on the edge. And yeah, this is going to look a little bit messy, but to be honest with you, I'm not that concerned about it. All right, so by now this water has hopefully flown? That seems like such a weird word. Flowed. It has flowed all the way down to the bottom. And now I can just do one of my favorite little Geronimo moments. So let's go Geronimo. And hopefully, yeah, we're safe anyway, because we're landing in the river. So here we go. This is the water stream that goes all the way up to the top. And now I can use the kelp that I brought with me and start this process, where I just start placing down kelp. And now kelp goes all the way to the top, and you probably guessed already, the secret ingredient to all of this is breaking the kelp and putting a piece of soul sand right there. And then all of these blocks that the kelp used to be in are now water source blocks, and that soul sand will become an elevator. I just want to make sure I collect all this kelp before I try it out. And there we are, all the way at the top. Quick and painless. 64, 64, and 3. Beautiful. So I think I'm only missing 4 total pieces of kelp. And this right here should be the absolute center and the AFK platform. So what I'm going to do is AFK right here. In fact, I might actually be able to log in with another account to use as a spectator account just to see if the farm is actually working. And there I am, high atop my AFK platform. But if I zip all the way down, I should be able to, hopefully, I should have turned off clouds, go inside this farm and see exactly what's happening. So, creepers, and they're getting scared by cats. They're running all over the place, and they don't know where to go, and so they basically just fall to their deaths. At least they should fall to their deaths. There we go. So this farm, as I said before, not hugely efficient, but at least it has creepers falling. And just in the amount of time I've been working on this farm, and, you know, maybe 1 minute of AFK while I actually got this other account running, look at that. I've already got, you know, 3.5, almost 3.5 stacks of gunpowder. So hopefully this AFK farm comes in handy. The next thing I want to do is build myself another farm, very similar to the simple cobblestone generator that I built an episode or 2 ago. But it starts with, this one's actually really simple, it starts with just a 9x9 hole that is 1 deep and a piece of podzol right in the middle of it. You don't have to build your farm exactly the same way I'm going to do it. I'm going to use basically an obscene amount of hoppers just to make my life a tiny bit simpler. But that is because I have an amazing iron farm and I can afford the hoppers. And wood collection is also not a problem because I have a giant forest right out behind where I'm building. So let me actually build this one. I'm not going to do it as a time lapse. I'm just going to build it and maybe show you the progress as I'm going. This one starts with 2 chests right there, and then hoppers. As I said, just a whole bunch of hoppers, and these hoppers are all going to point into that chest. All right, all the hoppers are in, and now the next thing is cobblestone blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 in front and 1 in front. And then stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Followed by some slabs. 1 right there, 1 right there, 1 right there, and then 1 more block right up top, and we are done. That's the farm. I am going to decorate this just a little bit by placing down some carpets just on top of these hoppers. And just like that, all of the carpet is in, and the farm is complete. But you're probably saying to yourself, what kind of farm is this? And the answer is a brown mushroom farm, or actually any kind of mushroom farm. I'm going to use it for brown mushrooms, and I'll show you how it works. You start by planting a brown mushroom right there on the podzol. Then you hit it with a bone meal or 2, and it grows up nice and big. You climb all the way to the back here, and you grab your Get to the Chopper Efficiency 5 axe. And you just go crazy, just like this. And all of these mushroom stems and pieces get broken down into nothingness. And of course, all of the drops get captured into the hoppers, which are underneath here, and they end up in this chest. And look at that, just from 1 brown mushroom, I ended up with 15 brown mushrooms. So I'm going to actually go through this stack of 26 mushrooms with some bone meal, and I'm going to see exactly how many mushrooms I get. And there is the end. You might have seen in that little fast forward clip that I actually had a really hard time counting out exactly how many mushrooms I was using, because not all the mushrooms ended up in this group of hoppers. They actually ended up in my inventory. So even though I started out with something like 28 or 26 or something mushrooms, they were actually replenishing in my own inventory faster than I could get rid of them. So instead, I just ended up using that whole stack of bone meal as my metric. And how many did I get from a full stack of bone meal? I got almost 4 full stacks of mushrooms. That is a lot of mushrooms, and certainly enough to last me for a little while, especially with the next project. So have you figured out yet where all of this is going? I will give you a hint. It has something to do with this large dirt box that is in front of me, and now it's behind me. I keep running away from this box and then running back to this box in hopes that at some point I will be able to break open this box and see nothing. All right. I see zombie, I see creeper, but I can work with that. Let's see if we can kill the creeper without killing the zombie. That's going to be the trick. Get him. Oh, and there. Zombie dead. Now I can put a torch down in there, and then hopefully everything's cool. What do we got? We got... Yes, 1 Zombro. Hey, buddy, get over here. I'm going to name tag you Zambro. And now you are mine. So check this out. This is the path that runs behind all of these dudes. And if I open this and open this, with any luck at all, I can get Mr. Zambro to actually follow me in here. Hey, buddy, how are ya? Come on, come get some. Yeah, look, he's holding gunpowder and everything, so he's like He's all set. But that's okay, because all I really need to do is get him far enough along that I can open this, and then he should not be able to get through to me. Perfect. And now, if I run back to the other side, hopefully before he actually has a chance to get out the other side, and hopefully no creepers or anything have spawned in the meantime, I can come back and seal him in. Actually, I don't need to do that because I can seal him in with the original logs that are supposed to be here. So, let's see. Log, log, and log. Perfect. And now back over to this side. I can put a log down there and a log down there. And then, once I get inside, you should be able to see that I can open this trapdoor, and the zombie is trapped in there behind all of these guys. And here's what's interesting. Even though the little dudes are definitely right beside this zombie here, he can't see them. And the reason he can't see them is partially because of the block right behind them and this block right here, this slab, I should say, which is actually obscuring their line of sight from the zombie. And this is one of those kind of weird little known facts about Minecraft, but if the zombie can't see, or sorry, if the villager can't see the zombie, then the zombie can't see the villager. So, very funny. Now, I'm going to use this guy for some pretty cool stuff, but he's actually pretty annoying as he is because he's going to make a lot of noise. So, what I need to do is silence him. And luckily, I have a data pack installed, which will allow me to grab this name tag called Silence Me and just hit him with it. And boom, he is now silenced. So now he's still there. He's just as effective and deadly as any zombie ever would be, but he is silent. Nice. All right, well, you must have seen this coming. Let's see if I can right-click on the crafting table. I can take the sugarcane. Remember that sugarcane farm that I built a couple episodes ago? Make that into sugar. Take the sugar, combine it with the spider eyes from the spider eye farm that I created last episode. Add the brown mushrooms, which I created this episode. And then get myself some fermented spider eyes. Then I will take the blaze powder from the blaze spawner that I found last episode. Right over here. Grab one of these guys. Blaze powder in. Water bottles in. Fermented spider eye. Let's just take one of those and stick it in. Boom. And that gives me a potion of weakness. And then to that I will add a gunpowder. And that will give me, count them, 1, 2, 3 splash potions of weakness. And along with the splash potion of weakness, I can grab from my valuables chest some of these golden apples that I have been stocking up on ever since I built myself the gold farm a couple episodes ago. And now, finally, I have all of the pieces in place, and I'm going to start with the farmer villagers. So come on, Mr. Zambro dude, just follow me all the way down here. I want you to meet some people. Come on. Check this out. I designed this whole place with a very specific, cool, hidden feature that has not been required until now, and that involves these levers underneath the floor. Check this out. When I flip this lever, boom, the dude drops down. He tries to get out. He can't, but now he is perfectly in line with the zombie, and the zombie should, well, as soon as it loses sight of me, should attack me. But I'm going to do all three of these guys right now. There. They're all down. They're in their hole. Come on, get out of there. He'll try to get out of there. There we go. And now all I got to do is run away a little bit until the zombie loses sight of me and decides it's time to play with the villagers. And there it is happening right now. There we go. All three of these farmers have now become zombie villagers. Perfect. And now I can use one splash potion of weakness, and hopefully hit all 3 of them right there. And then grab my golden apples, and 1, 2, 3. And now I just have to wait for these guys to be cured. And there it is. The first 2 cured almost simultaneously back to back. And I have got the achievement Zombie Doctor. And that is for curing these 2 dudes. This guy will be cured momentarily. And I'm just going to go grab some pumpkins, which I think I have hanging around over here. Previously, before I had actually done this whole infect and cure thing, these guys were buying pumpkins for 6 pumpkins for 1 emerald, or perhaps 5 pumpkins for 1 emerald if they were feeling generous. But now that they have been cured, let's just take a quick peek. 1 pumpkin equals 1 emerald, and I get the exact same amount of experience from it as well, which is really cool. 1 pumpkin for 1 emerald. This is going to be so fantastic. Just wish this guy would cure. Come on, buddy. And there he is, all cured up. How's your deal now? 1 pumpkin for 1 emerald. I'm happy with that. Super happy. Lots of experience. And these guys have already unlocked again already, so I can keep doing the exact same thing again. And how's this guy? Is he unlocked? He's unlocked already. Look at that. Just in a few pumpkins, I've already got over a stack of emeralds. Man, oh man. And the best part about this is I can just do it over and over again with all of my villagers, all of my librarians, and all of my dudes that I can't remember even what professions they have. Armorers and weaponsmiths, I believe, which will give me all of the iron trades for 1 iron per. But I'm really looking forward to some of these guys over here, which will trade me 1 paper for 1 emerald. And that is crazy, especially since I have that amazingly huge sugarcane farm. And now is the time that I do what all YouTubers like to do and tell you about my subscribers and how 94.3% of you watching this video are actually subscribed to my channel and 5.7% are not. So what that means is if you are that 1 person in 20 who has not yet subscribed to this channel, please do me that awesome favor of subscribing. And with that, I hope you guys had a great time watching this episode. I also had a great time recording this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.